Hey, what's going on? So I had a question of somebody that reached out to me and they were asking, they gave me an example of a website they saw. They said they want to build something like this. They want to offer customers to be able to create personalized maps, like the example I'm going to show you, and that they can create posters based on the location that they choose. So I'm going to show an example of what is it they're referring to. And then also if you are looking for something similar, how you can do it. So let me pull it up here. All right, so this is the example that I'm talking about. Create your own travel map. How it works is if you look at these pictures here, you can type in a location or a city or whatever that you like. Type in a location. You can create like a picture, create a picture of that location that you typed in, and then you can send an order and then send it back to you, that actual picture with the frame, make it look all nice and everything like you see here. So let's go to create my poster and I'll explain to you how this is something like this is built, how you can actually do the same thing. So let me just type in here, for example, I say Miami. So you notice there, the map automatically takes you to Miami. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is implement some type of map to your website. In this case, they're using Mapbox. So let's actually open up Mapbox here. Okay, so they're using Mapbox, which this is like an API, or this is a way for them to connect to Mapbox and implement it on your website. You might be able to do this with Google or Bing as well. But the first thing that you'll need is a map. You need a map to be able to do something like this. Very simple. I'm going to explain how it works. Is you see this input here. When the person types in the location, something happens. The first thing is there's a predictive search. So you see this predictive search comes up, which I'm sure that API has all that set up. But you want this predictive search. It makes it easy for the user. They don't have to go and type in the whole thing. Like you notice here, when I typed in Miami, it automatically came up and I could just click it like this. So you want to add this predictive search, make it easy for the user. And then what's going to happen is it's going to automatically search. As soon as you click the location, it's going to automatically search and pull it up here. So that's the first feature that you want. You want to be able to add this map feature to the website. Next thing that you want to do is, like how they have here, be able to change the background color. Now this is simpler because all you have to do is, there's going to be like, how do I explain it? An ID or a color behind each circle. So you notice that if you click blue, then the map knows to change the color to blue. If you click red, then you can say, okay, if red is clicked, then change the background to red. If dark blue is clicked, change the background to blue, change the colors of the text to yellow. So there's going to be like an ID behind each color that's going to correlate to the actual color of the map that you can sync between the two. So this is very simple here as well. And then also you notice that this text says Australia. So if the user wants to say maybe our trip, once again, you would just connect the text from here and you'd put the value of whatever is typed in here to show here. Same thing, the value of whatever is in here will show it here. And then you can also allow the user to select the orientation as portrait or landscape. And how this will be done is same thing as this, how there's an ID, or think of an ID like a tag. So like a blue tag corresponds to blue map, red tag corresponds to that, dark blue corresponds to dark blue on the map. So think of this as the same way. If the canvas is in portrait, then you say, okay, put it maybe 9 by 16. But then if landscape is clicked, then change it maybe to 16 by 9. So you add a tag that will correspond to the actual canvas to show, okay, this is clicked, show it like this. If this is clicked, show it like that. And then high resolution image, I'm guessing that's something that's like another option that they can add to another feature there. But this whole thing is very simple. It's pretty simple to build. And then what will happen is once they send an order, so let's see, if you click order, then the poster will actually be created. And then all this information actually gets sent to you as the business owner. You notice here now there's a checkout information. So all this information, what happened was you see here, it took a screenshot. So if you go back here, see, it took a screenshot. So let me come back here. It took a screenshot of the information that you typed in here. So what you want to be able to do is add a screenshot or capture whatever information was sent, send it to the checkout. So that way, when you are fulfilling this order, you know exactly what the user typed in. What's interesting is I'm not sure if they did, but it doesn't look like this information, like the Miami, I don't think that information is sent to the back end or to the actual business. I think it's just this image here. So that might even make it easier so that they don't really have to sign it. I don't think from what I'm seeing here, you don't have to make an account or anything. You can just quickly make an order, which is nice. So if you want to add the functionality for them to sign in, that's up to you. That's another extra step. But if you notice here, it took a screenshot or it took an image of whatever the user created. Then it comes here and it takes you to the checkout. You can put in your checkout information. That image then gets sent to you as the business owner so that you can fulfill it. But I hope this video was able to help you see the step-by-step of how an app like this was built. Again, it's very simple. Let me go back and just review one more time so you have an understanding of how it works. First thing you need to do is connect to some type of map technology. In this case, using Mapbox. You should be able to do the same thing with Google and Bing and some of these other ones out there. Create that or add this in, and then with that predictive search, whatever value is entered, make sure to be able to make sure that the map is actually able to instantly show that. So whatever is typed in the input, make sure the map can show it. So that way the user knows that whatever they clicked is actually what's showing on the page. Give the functionality or the ability for the background colors to be changed, which again, you can do this by adding IDs or a tag. That okay, if blue is clicked, change the background to blue. Dark blue is clicked, change the background to dark blue. And then you can actually list out those colors as well. And then of course, allow the text to be changed here. So overall, this application, this is not too complicated to build. Some things here and there, a couple features here, a couple features right here, but it's not too complicated. So if this looks like something that you're trying to build, or if you're trying to build something similar, or whatever the case may be, you have an app and you have some questions, please feel free to reach out to send an email with any questions at all that you may have, whether it's about how to build something like this or how to build an app in general. But once again, I hope this video was helpful to help you see how you can build something like this. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.